Chapter 16. Love is water of life that never dries. If we cannot receive love, wrinkles form. Ephesians 5:27-28 says, "And to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself." God thoroughly washes our spirits with the word. He does away with the places where wrinkles form and makes us holy. The husband must clean and wash the wife's body as if it were his own. That the husband must clean and wash his wife's body means he must love his wife. The reason wrinkles form in the wives' hearts is because they don't receive love. Wives were born to receive love, but if they don't receive it, wrinkles get formed. Just as God loved mankind and smoothed all wrinkles, husbands must smooth all his wife's wrinkles with the love of God. Happiness is something that comes from the husband and wife. If their love for each other shatters, things become difficult. The deepest love is the love of Christ. But in humans, the first love is love in the marital relationship. From inside such a relationship, they must love one another so that wrinkles don't form. We must know where genuine love comes from. The genuinely happy woman is genuinely happy because of her husband's love. A beautiful and happy family comes out of the husband and wife's love. That is why the era of love is the restoration of the family. God knew the things that makes wrinkles, and he smoothed them all out. Him washing us with the word so that we are holy is him smoothing out the wrinkles. If a wife cannot receive her husband's love, wrinkles get formed, and it is the husband's responsibility to smooth out those wrinkles by love. Then the place of the husband is a valuable place. Love must arise from inside. Love belonging to the earth is not eternal. The reason love doesn't arise in the person who grows older is that such love grows dry. Families whose problems are now critical began in love. As they lived on, arguments due to problems increased and love dried up. If love has dried up, if there is hate and arguing within the family, the place one lives, seeing each other face to face every day, then the family can't be perfect. The life of faith also can't be perfect from inside it. If the life of faith should be perfect, the family must become one by love. If we should embrace one another and take one another into our arms in love, the love of God must first rest inside me. The era of love is about the love of God encircling inside me, and such love flowing to my family. In the past, I thought it was all right that only I lived, but now I must live, and my family must live as well. The era of love is the restoration of the family of the Spirit and family that can be seen. Works of restoration become fulfilled when God comes, enters inside me, and love arises from within me. Love is water of life that never dries. Ephesians 5:16 says, "Making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil." This means that time is too short even for us to love one another, so we must cherish every opportunity. We must cherish our days and not miss the time of love. Humans do not know the work of tomorrow, so he tells us to do well now while the other person is next to us. We must not say, "I will love tomorrow." We must love now, even if we don't conserve love and pour it all out. Love never disappears. The more that love is given, the more that love is made. Love is water of life that does not dry up, and the more love that is poured out, the more it wells up. If I do not give love and am stingy about it, I dry up inside. The more that love is given, the more that love is made. We must continuously give out love from inside us. Even the world says that one becomes more beautiful when one loves. But why would one become more beautiful? Since peace comes to the heart when one loves, such peace appears in the face. Wouldn't peace, joy, and thanks come to the heart of the wife who receives love from her husband? Such love is love that flows from inside God. So he tells us to cherish this time. The days are too short for loving, and he tells us to love now. That days are evil means love is drying up. We must constantly supply love before it dries up. Is it not pleasant to hear sounds of love? That is the fruit of love. God must pick fruit from the family. The wife must pick fruit from the husband, and the husband must pick fruit from the wife. The parent must pick fruit from the child, and the child must pick fruit from the parent. This is the love of God. The love of God is the water of life that does not dry up. The days must be cherished, and each must pick many fruits from one another by his love. All things he has given to us is blessing. If people lose their health, they say good health was a blessing. They do not know it's a blessing when they are healthy. It's also a problem to live not knowing that the family God has given me is a blessing. When I say that my family makes things difficult for me, would I gain strength then if my family didn't exist? If families who make things difficult disappear, life becomes even more difficult. If I could not see my family, wouldn't it be even more difficult? We must regard the place, now in which my family is present, as a blessing. Likewise, I must know it's a blessing that God is together with me. I must not think of God as someone who is far away, but realize he's someone who lives inside me and does works. We must not gaze at the blessing that is far away. We must know that all things given to us is a blessing. I must know the one who resides inside me as a blessing and change all things into thankfulness. Yet, since I don't know, life is always difficult. All of our blessings are being snatched away by Satan. We are being deceived by Satan. All things that were given to us is God's blessing. That we have our flesh, that our brains work, that we see with our eyes, that we breathe with our nose, that we speak with our lips, that we hear with our ears. How great these blessings are. That we move our hands and feet and eat food are blessings. We must know that it's a blessing to eat food and digest. We must be thankful before God for all things of the flesh. What are the things to complain about before God? We must know that all things given to us is a blessing and only give thanks.